I was watching YouTube, as I do in the morning on my days off, and I came across one of the channels that I watched, and he was talking about his own depression and how it gets amplified during the winter months because of seasonal depression. So you've got regular depression, and then on top of that you got seasonal depression brought on by, well, gray skies constantly, lack of daylight in your life, and just a general sense of bleh. He lives in London and it rains like crazy there, just like here in the winter, but there seems to be a lot of depression going around. Oh yeah, and compounding all that is the fact that we're dealing with a global pandemic, COVID-19, and it's wreaking havoc on people for a whole myriad of reasons. Some people are losing their jobs. Some people are suffering anxiety. They can't hang out with their friends and family. They have to isolate. You can't travel. You know, that sort of sucks. People are dying from this. That definitely sucks. But we have to wear masks all the time when we're out in public. And I have to wear a mask constantly at work. So I wear a mask for 8 hours a day. And let me tell you, they're disgusting. So yeah, there seems to be a lot of depression out there these days, and it's terrible. There's also another YouTuber I follow, Francis Cade, and someone in his social circle took her own life very recently. And the thing is you have no idea how deep in the hole people are. And that's the scary thing, because we're all fantastic actors. We can all put on a happy face, can't we? We can all pretend that nothing's really the matter. But in actuality, there's some of us that are on the precipice of death. You'll have people saying, you know what, if you're so close to this person, how did you not see any signs that she was about to take her own life? Well, as I said, we're all great actors. Yes, she probably made it known she was depressed, but it's a mental illness. I'm sure people were checking in with her from time to time, but you're not living her daily life. You're not living her daily anguish. This summer there was also a young man that I'm familiar with personally. He took his own life, and he went out into the forest like this and he hung himself. I mean, it's tragic and it's a waste of life, but you can try and keep tabs on these people, and you think you're doing the right thing, and to the best of your knowledge you are doing the right thing, but once again, we're not living their everyday lives, and we just can't feel the pain and understand what they're going through. So, I mean, you really, if you think you are depressed, you've got to throw, I don't know, shame aside, because, you know, mental illness, there's still a stigma that goes along with that. People still don't want to divulge that they have problems, and that just compounds the issue. And especially with men, you got to be a tough guy, you know. Men don't have problems. I'll just, you know, have a few beers with my buddies and everything will be all right. But, you know, back to my point, we don't know what these people are actually going through, how terrible it is. You know, I've spoken about my depression a few times, and I have these mental health tools that I employ when I'm getting spikes in my depression. You know, that's cycling, running, motorcycling, making films, doing photography, walking this little idiot around. And I have a really good group of friends that are all very positive people and very real people. If you think that you've got a depression state of mind or you're suffering, you gotta throw your pride and shame to the side and just talk to people, talk to your friends, let them know exactly what's happening. Don't just sugarcoat it and omit details. Tell people what you're going through and make it clear that you need help. You're not being an imposition. You're reaching out to these people that are in your life. Use them. That's my message. Bare your soul. Let them know what's going on. If someone's telling you these things, you need to dig in and help them out to the very best of your ability. Not lightly, not buy them a coffee, or call them or text them once in a while. You need to basically attach your life to theirs and help them out through these tough times. Because I think that's what actually makes these depressed people worse, and they just feel lonely, empty, and helpless with no options. Trust me, that's what they need. They don't need just a text here and there. They need actual participation in their mental well-being. That's as best as I can put it. All right, that's it for this topic.